But you guys want to start with the standings first? I feel like it's right to start with the standings.
Yeah. Are we just gonna do like top 8?
Yeah, just top 8.
We did 16. Best. That's been
no.
rumored.
Oh yeah, with the seating.
All right, you know what?
that.
Let's get into that conversation right now. How would we rather see it? Would we rather see it?
I'd love to see it that way.
Well, this is the problem now. This is what a lot of people have been talking about. Because if you take away, obviously a lot of Eastern Conference teams won't make it. But some Eastern Conference teams are more big market teams than good Western Conference teams. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Portland will have a better record than the Knicks, but the Knicks draw in more
Money.
It's New
more
York,
money
it's
and more
media,
people will
everything.
watch more games
Yeah.
for if it's the Knicks. And that's the only problem I saw that's the problem with this whole best of 16.
I don't see it as that. I see it as the 1 seed going against the 2. I see the 16th
I like the
going
16.
against the 15th seed.
Who wouldn't like to see the best 16 teams in the NBA?
I think that's how it.
You know what I mean?
At this point,
Should be.
with how the leverage is and how big of the gap that the Eastern and Western Conference has. I mean, they had to split up the All-Star game, for Christ's sake, because they knew it wasn't fair. I feel like they're heading towards this direction.
Yeah.
If this problem isn't fixed within the next 2 years, I think this will be implemented. I'm sorry. And it might just be temporary for this, gap. Even if it's not, I'm okay with that.
Me too.
I'm over here watching, and I don't watch MLB anymore. I kind of fell out with that, but I'm over here watching MLB, and I'm like, this is kind of fun. The wild card game was
One
One
game.
game.
one
elimination.
game. The first round is
Five.
five games. We're kind of oversaturating ourselves with these
Oh,
NBA
it's
games.
ridiculous. 7 games are getting ridiculous.
Yeah, 7 games for every series.
You're asking for an injury, even if it is a blowout, Warriors went and swept everybody through. Now we have to wait around for Eastern Conference teams to go through their 7 games because look at Boston was the 8th seed last year, and would they go 7 games with Chicago last year?
Wait, Boston was the 8th seed?
No,
I mean,
first
my bad. Chicago was the 8th
Okay.
seed.
Yeah,
Boston
yeah.
was the 1st seed. And would they go through
6 games?
6, 7 games with them?
Yeah, it was until Rondo got injured that the Celtics started winning.
You know what I mean?
It's shaky, and I feel like that type of spice, that was a spice they just added into MLB. What, 4 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
It's a newer spice added, and I feel like that spice needs to be added into NBA right now.
I think the
'Cause-
first 2 rounds should be no more than 3 games.
You know why? I think it's.
Because how entertaining, if you make the series 3 games, even 5 games, you change the whole pace of everything. Now we could see more upsets.
Could you
You know-
imagine if Chicago beat Boston?
Everything would have changed.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Everything would have changed. And even if we want to go back 2 years, OKC would have beat Warriors, and Warriors would have beat Cavs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I for the finals, it should be Game 7.
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It should
But
go the whole
Yeah.
way.
I'm just saying, in general, series like those, they would be such game changers. And I feel like that's something we need to draw out the predictability of this NBA season.
Another thing is, Adam Silver said they're trying to have 2 new teams come into the league expansion. They're trying to
And
get
we
2
have-
new
we
The
have
teams
only
enough
in.
the only way they're doing
They'll
that.
expand it though.
We have enough teams.
I was reading a report on that. The only way they would do that is if they shorten the NBA season.
Yeah, I think they should do
I'm
that.
cool
as
with
well.
that too.
They
Yeah,
should
yeah.
lessen it to 20.
Because
Like
obviously
20
losing
games.
games, you're losing, tens of millions of
Yeah.
dollars, and that's,
Yeah.
I was reading a report on that. But you expand it, and then what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't enough talent. Where you're going to go to the Europe League, and
Well, the
there are
ratings-
some good teams in Europe, but
Yeah, the ratings have went down the past few seasons with
Yeah.
NBA.
No,
Same
they,
with
No,
they
no,
haven't.
no,
They've
they've
been
been
going up. It's
Nah, I
vice
think they've been
versa.
going
it's
down.
No, you're absolutely wrong.
yeah,
Oh, fuck.
they're
Bro,
on
they've
their
been going
way to
up.
pass they're on their way. They're trending to pass the NFL.
I don't know about all that.
Yes.
NFL gets
and
16 million views.
NFL
every
has been going down. NBA has been going up.
Yeah.
I don't know what MLB been doing.
No, I don't know.
No.
Well, now that MLB, they changed their balls, and this is the first year that they've had the most home runs in one season, and that's
Yeah.
the only reason
They
why.
they changed their balls.
Yeah, they changed the baseball itself. That actually now it has further distance. It's been the most home runs Even if they didn't hit,
I wish I could change my balls to make my distance go
well,
longer.
yeah, think about it. People. This is what it's all about. Even though MLB is so slow, the only thing
They're
we
just
watch
trying to
games
change
is
the
for
game
is to
up,
watch the ball fly out the park.
See, they're trying to be innovative, and I think NBA is trying to be innovative too.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's what NFL is lacking.
Well, yeah, they have less preseason games. These are the least preseason games that they've had, in as long as the NBA's been created. But I think this season's going to be interesting, and obviously the 16 seed has not been implemented yet, so it's something it really doesn't matter.
We just hope it comes soon.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I would rather see Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum than watch whoever's on Detroit. Reggie Jackson to be honest, you know what I mean.
Like I want to see
I even want to see Dirk, even though he doesn't make it to the playoffs. I'd rather watch him face off against the Warriors than watch the New York Knicks face off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's just not interesting.
It's true.
Nah, I definitely understand. I feel like if they're gonna start a step in the right direction, it could just be with shortening playoff games. Because I do not want to see Grizzlies versus Jazz.
I don't want to watch
for
OKC
7 games.
sweep, or you know what I mean. I know it's something I'm not interested in.
Yeah.